my sweet summer children, and welcome.
Oh, we started it. It's so creepy. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, plonker.
I got my water.
There's more people here this time, Katie. What's going on?
What is going on? I'm honestly not sure. We are not finishing. Jesus Christ, continuing our sweet little. We streamed for 2 hours plus prior to this. I worked all day. I voted. I did my civic duty. I am not drunk, but I feel drunk, so that's how I'm doing.
Sometimes that like tired drunk is the best.
Oh,
drunk,
that's
though.
exactly how I feel. I'm like, ooh,
what?
There's an echo.
Sorry, that was my fault. Please forgive me.
Someone's doing an echo.
It's okay. I got to test my levels in that moment. Huzzah!
Very nice.
I sound okay.
Perfect.
You sound great.
Here at
Fantastic.
Amateurish Productions, we only give you the best.
Highest quality audio, best quality jokes.
Best dressed players.
Symptoms may
Jake.
include having fun,
No,
feeling tired.
This is the fucking
big fart.
drug commercial and farts.
Fart humor.
Star farts.
Let's try this. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I'm
love
looking,
this one
looking-
so
let's
much.
try this.
I use this on the
Bardic
natural
Jam.
ones. all the
Bardic
time.
Jam.
We
Bardic
don't
Jam.
have Bardic Jam. Shlibby?
Shlib, if you could acquire the rights to play Bardic Jam,
You literally have Tailspire open.
Can you pump it through?
I don't
are
know
we
if
allowed
it,
to use
I
their
don't know
music?
if it
I
pumps
I don't think
through
we're allowed
the
to use their
sound,
music.
unfortunately. I think it's just the I think the way that it works is it's just the like the view.
There's like a button you have to click at the beginning of it, Ben.
It's fine. We're
well,
fine.
so this the way that it's working is as opposed to my camera, I am essentially pumping OBS's output through as a virtual camera.
I see. Never mind.
Yeah,
It's
so I
fine.
don't
We're
think
fine.
it does. Unless
We got
Doesn't
this
matter.
like
Doesn't matter.
vibe going right now. It's totally
Doesn't
good.
matter. We are chilling. All right. So, do we want to do a quick, brief introduction of all your characters? I know it's been a little while. Last we were here, well, I guess a bunch of things have happened. There is a show that has been opened on Broadway. It initially was off Broadway. While it was off Broadway, there were some strange happenings going on behind the scenes. People were quitting, but also when they quit, no one ever saw them again. And just some other borderline supernatural experiences. It, due to a lot of nepotism and misuse of money, has now made its way onto a Broadway stage where things have just seemed to get worse. Specifically on opening night, the lead actress did not show up. She has been sort of deemed as being a flighty young woman who just doesn't want to show up for her job, but in reality, that may not be the case. And in lieu of her performing, our sweet little bright-eyed and bushy-tailed baby Tessa has gone on instead. Before they started the show, Corwin, who is our carpenter, found several dead bodies and decided, let's have the show go on anyway. This feels like a good idea. But our crew knows that there is something a bit nefarious going on, and as the show began, they were transported into the world that the play takes place in, and they have found themselves in a variety of different combats, puzzles, interactions in the world that is this show, Andrea and Deimos. And last we left off, they had found themselves sort of separated into two dual scenes is redundant. Two scenes with Tessa and Noah on one side and Corwin and Amir on the other. Noah, do you want to tell us just a quick refresher, a little bit about who you are and what the fuck you're doing here?
I am extremely freaked out because I had no idea magic existed prior to this. I'm super rich and super spoiled and have always gotten my way, and being shot at was very unappealing. And I think that's about where I am right now.
But who are you? Why are you here
I'm
to begin
an
with?
asset, because I technically funded the play.
Great. So you're a spoiled rich kid. We love that.
I think I've been over that, yeah.
Corwin, who are you and why are you here, in case anyone has missed previous sessions?
Well, I am here because every stage needs a carpenter to make sure that all the sets are created and safe and all that fun stuff. And I've been with the show since it was off Broadway. And I happen to know Noah's parents, who graciously actually funded the show. And yeah, that's why I'm here tonight as the show opens.
Perfect. Amir, why are you here?
Let me, Amir, tell you about Amir the Crag. Amir started off as a humble wrestler, someone to please the audience, but Amir wanted more. So what did Amir do? Well, he decided to take up a bodyguard position for the lead of a Broadway show. And Adeline, and Amir has protected her until, unfortunately, she has gone missing, and Amir has found dead bodies and strange voodoo happening around. And that's where we met, right? That's where we met Tessa. And she looked like the splitting image, so I decided to stick with her, and maybe, somehow, maybe, Amir will be able to find the lost child.
Perfect. And then, Rachel, we did chat a little bit about what Tessa is doing here, but is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah. I was just supposed to be in the audience. Some scary lady grabbed me, and now I'm here. So we're gonna make the best of it. You know, like the bard says, theater.
Is that what the bard says?
I don't know. I thought I had a Shakespeare in this noggin. Rachel had nothing. Tessa said something profound though. Deeply.
As the bard said, to be or not to be, am I right?
Yep.
Perfect. So, last we left off, Tessa, Noah, you found yourselves essentially in a place of respite. Several people from the palace, including Andrea, our sweet summer child lead actress, are currently sort of just having a bit of a breather, recollecting their thoughts, recollecting their feelings. And I'll actually start with the two of you. You found yourself in this rather large room in front of a fireplace. You see food and drink laid out on the tables. It feels very calm, very quiet. What would the two of you like to do?
What the fuck? Why are they shooting at me?
Hey, look, I don't know. Don't ask me. I should be asking you.
Why is sparks coming from my hands? And ice? And fire?
Because you can wield magic. Did you not know?
Noah's just gonna sit down.
All right. Well, there's no room for my nervous breakdown, so Tessa's gonna investigate.
Perfect. Give me a little investigation check, and also while you're at it, give me a history check because you know this show.
Cool.
So just giving yourself a little bit of context about what's happening at the moment.
Wait, I'm rolling investigation and history?
And history, yes.
Okay, cool.
Two separate things.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So investigation, that's gonna be 8. And
Awesome.
Yeah, no. And I have a really great modifier on investigation.
Mhm,
So
mhm, mhm.
why did I bring this dice back? It went to dice jail. I'm putting that back in dice jail. That was the dice jail dice from the earlier session. What the hell am I doing? And then my history check is gonna be 14.
14. Okay. So you're sort of beginning to look around this room. It is unfamiliar. You have just been through kind of hell and back. You're not really in a looking through drawers kind of mood at the moment. But what you do remember is that this is another one of those scenes from the script that isn't in every production. And in fact, you're having a good deal of trouble kind of remembering what is supposed to be happening right now. But it doesn't feel like it necessarily should be happening right now. With that, I would like to move over to the other side of our stage, where Amir and Corwin, the two of you, Amir, you are once again looking down at your body. You are Deimos, who you have been in the past. You have also been a soldier. You have also been invisible. A lot of, identity crisis. Just a bit of a mishmash of personalities going on. I believe you even got controlled at one point to think you were an ape, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yeah.
So Amir's been going through it. And the two of you find yourselves in a similarly calm environment with a lot of tents and fires. You also see a great deal of food and drink around you. What would the two of you like to do?
Amir is totally. You see him just walking back and forth and just muttering himself. And then I step there and then say, "No, unhand her," and just walking back as if he's reciting lines, oblivious to what's going around him.
Perfect. Corwin, you are muted.
What the hell is going on?
Amir snap out of it. Amir doesn't know, but Amir will not be caught with his pants below his ankles. Amir will make sure he knows his lines, for I am no longer Amir, but Deimos, as he stands up triumphantly.
And who am I supposed to be?
Do I know? Has he transformed?
Am
into
I
that?
just myself still?
I won't make you
or-
roll for this. He right now looks like just basic run-of-the-mill soldier. Does not look like Corwin, but looks sort of like a chorus member who would probably be in the back of a battle scene.
You are Amir's. Oh no, you are Deimos's faithful warrior sidekick. You will aid Deimos in defeating the evil and saving the sweet Andrea.
Sidekick?
That's what you dress as, yes. But
What about more importantly, when were you going to tell me you used magic?
like I said before, Amir. Not all of Amir's victories were how you say fair and honest. Amir had to get by one way or another, such as this belt, as I show my belt of giant strength. Is how Amir keeps up the muscle. It's a supplement.
That explains a lot, actually. Well, at least you're on our team. That's all I can say about that, I guess. Have you been able to kind of discern how much more of this play we have to get through?
There's many acts and many different lines and scenes and monologues. Soliloquies.
I know, and there's just been so many different versions of the play and the production that I can't remember exactly how many more scenes we have, because who knows what this one's pulling from.
That's true. Well, maybe we should look at our surroundings and see if there's anything useful that can aid us. And I would try to kind of look around to see if I can perhaps see if there's anything of interest.
Yeah. Both of you give me investigation checks as you're beginning to sort of surveil the scene.
Okay.
That's a 15.
15.
Ooh, that is also a 15.
A 15. Okay.
Nice.
So both of you, as you're looking around this camp, you notice two different things. The first thing with the 15 is that the food and drink that is set out is almost sparkling. Like there's an intangible, almost imperceptible magical quality to this food. And it doesn't seem harmful. The second thing, as you're sort of like, peeking into tents and going around behind various structures, you see a stack of papers on the ground. And both of you being magical creatures, something seems off about the papers. It doesn't feel like magic in the way that, like, well, everything's magic here and we're in a fantasy land that we don't know how to get out of. It feels like this is a different kind of magic than what you're seeing all around you.
Omar, you might be muted.
Omar's definitely muted.
Whoops, now I pulled it. Nah, damn it, no. Amir turns and says, well, this is very peculiar. Maybe we should probably continue the scene, or at least head forward. We have to find Tessa and Noah.
Are you doing anything with the food or the papers?
Oh, Amir definitely would just eat. Mhm,
Would just
yep,
eat? Okay.
Just eat.
So Amir, as you begin to consume this food, two things happen. Well, I guess the first thing is that you start to feel rejuvenated. Any leftover damage or any leftover wounds, any kind of scars on your arms or your face or your chest begin to heal themselves. And you feel as though you are more prepared for what is to come than you would have been prior to consuming this food. And so basically what that means is that you get a long rest. And if you would like to swap out any of your spells, you can do so now.
Oh.
I also eat the food.
Lovely.
And then also look at the papers while I'm eating the food.
Sure. So you begin to sit down and eat and drink, and you feel similarly to Amir that you are a little bit healthier, a little bit more prepared, and at the same time, I just sent you guys a DM. You see 3 notes in this stack of papers. And what languages do the two of you speak?
Ooh.
What languages do I
Yes.
speak?
I speak.
Dwarvish and Elvish.
I also speak Dwarvish and Elvish.
So the bulk of these messages are written in common, but the signature is in a language that you cannot discern. So you can read the chunk that is the note, but you don't know who has signed this note or if it is even a name that you are reading. And all 3 of those notes are in Discord, and you can feel free to share them if you would like to. There's a typo that I need to edit very quickly. But yeah, feel free to do with that what you will.
Can I? I have comprehend languages. Can I cast that to see if I can read what this language or whatever that's written here that we can't understand?
Before you do that, make an intelligence check for me.
Okay. I'm not very intelligent.
Oh boy.
Oh, but a natural 18. So that is an 18.
Right, okay. You get the feeling as you look at this paper, that it might not be worth using a spell slot to comprehend languages. You feel like this is a name, and you don't know that knowing the name will necessarily sort of change what the messages are that you are seeing here. So you can if you would like to, but you think it might be a waste of a spell slot, as they say.
Good to know. Amir would stop before casting and says, And I will not use that, but instead I will turn over to Corwin and says, very peculiar. What do you make of this?
Are you two reading the paper?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
As you read the paper, I would like both of you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Wisdom.
Yes.
A wisdom saving.
A
throw, you
wisdom
said?
saving throw. Yes.
Oh no, that's a 6. Wait, no, wait, no. It might be higher. No, it's a 6.
Cool.
It's a 14.
Okay. Cool. That's awesome. Thank you for that. That's fine. You're reading the paper. And what are you trying to glean from this paper?
What makes it different magically from everything else in the illusion that we're living in?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh man.
Amir, you could also give me an Arcana check if you'd like to.
Being a bard, Amir is at least proficient in most things, such as Arcana.
That's a -1 for me, boss.
-1.
That is going to be a 13.
A 13. With a 13, what you can glean as you're holding this paper, and as you are reading it, you feel something sort of tug at the back of your mind, and you don't know what it is, but you feel you don't feel as at ease as you were before you read the paper. However, you are sensing dark enchantment magic coming off of all 3 of these letters. If you would like to share with Rachel and Noah, Rachel and Jake, what the letters say and the world at large, feel free to read them to us as well.
Sure. It looks like it says, Adeline, I'll always love you. And then a name that I can't understand. Although we cannot be with each other in this life, there may be another way. Wait for me. Same name. I am here. You are here. I'll always be here. My love, my love. Signed, that name.
And something that you notice, which you probably notice as well, but I just would like to point out, is that the name on the first piece of paper is Adelaine. It is not Andrea.
Yes.
So I would like to shift back over to Tessa and Noah. You also have lovely feasts sat at around you. Are those something that you would like to partake in?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some sad boy eating.
Sad boy eating. Lovely. So as Noah sits on the floor in a little bit of a huff, begins sort of cramming cakes and breads and a little bit of cheese and some meats into his mouth. Noah, you also feel this sort of calmness and stillness, and you take a long rest, and you are also able to switch out your spell slots or switch out your spells if you would like to.
Tessa watches for a moment to see if Jake or if Noah dies, and when it seems that Noah's not dying, she walks over and like grabs a grape or two and is like, I was gonna eat after the show.
Well, you also experience the same effect of a long rest and ability to swap out spells. And while you are doing the spell swapping, would anyone who has familiarity with the show, which I believe would be all of you, give me an intelligence check just so that you can sort of figure out if you know what it is that you are about to face next, which might help you decide what it is that you would like to prepare.
I am not going to make that check, actually.
Okay, Noah's just sad boy eating on the floor and very disinterested in where this is going.
But I also don't think Noah would actually know the show.
That's also fair.
Tessa rolled a 7 on that.
Okay.
So Tessa almost died, and I think at a certain and all those puzzles, she's just like, "Why am I even here?"
Tessa's having a rough night. Tessa and Noah are both sad boy eating together.
This is investigation,
Silent,
right?
sad eating.
Intelligence. I guess you could do history if you're better at history. I'll be gentle because what I'm about to do to you is not the nicest thing I've ever done as a DM.
To whom?
What?
To who exactly?
No one.
Oh.
But yeah, what did you roll, Corwin?
That's a 7 from me.
A 7. All right. So Amir is the only person I think who has any sort of ability to collect their thoughts and think about what the next scene may or may not be. But Amir, you are also a little bit distracted, and you remember, was it necromancy? Was it undead? That there's definitely something to do with skeletons, zombies? Was it zombies, skeletons?
As the possible next scene.
Yeah, but you're not 100% sure. You're just if your memory is serving you, which you're not confident that it is, maybe there's some skeletons or some zombies in the next scene, but maybe not. So,
Can I just quickly turn to Corwin and just with that and say, because with this dark magic that we're feeling and then
Yes.
knowing that something creepy might be coming up, is that, Amir is getting the heebie-jeebies, especially with all this, and he looks at the food and kind of throws it down. Amir thinks that there may be a creepy undead scene next. I can't recall what happened, but it may be dangerous.
Well, I guess we just have to be ready then. Are you ready to go after eating all that food in case we need to sling some spells?
Yes, but just make sure we don't just die. We don't, like I said, everything around here just seems like bad magic, and Amir's kind of worried now. But Amir feels great.
is there anything that any of you would like to do to prepare yourselves for what is to come? I'll give you each one sort of preparatory anything you would like.
Let me just scan my spells.
I just want to confirm we should be hitting the long rest button on our D&D Beyond.
Yes, you should. Correct.
Oh, yes, a good.
Yes. Long rest, and if you want to swap out any spells, go for it. Because this encounter is deadly.
Okay, so
Wow.
Amir's gonna switch up some of these spells that will do nothing in a battle, and prepare some damaging ones.
I think that's really a good idea. You know it's bad if your DM is like, please prepare battle spells, please. I'm begging you. I don't want to TPK you all.
We're gonna drop Zone of Truth and get a cure wounds. How about that?
Perfect. Anything else that anyone would like to do? Any spells you would like to cast? Any checks you would like to make? Do you want to, anything with the papers? Anything with the where you are? Anything? The world is your oysters. Oysters? Oyster.
Nothing that I mean, No.
Nope. Lovely. So, as you finish your meals, your food, your drink, Corwin and Amir, what did you do with those papers?
After memorizing it, Amir would definitely suggest to burn it or destroy it because it's bad
Perfect.
magic.
Okay, so you toss the papers into the fire, and you begin to feel
Oh no.
a little bit uneasy.
Oh, no.
And a darkness feels like it's beginning to sort of almost come up like mist across the set. And you start to feel a little bit dizzy as the rooms that you are in begin to spin around you, and shift and morph, and the fireplaces are gone and replaced with trees. The tents are replaced with crumbling brick. And the four of you find yourselves back at the castle in the midst of a battle between the castle guards and the Underdark. And I would like you all to please roll initiative. And also, you all have inspiration. Thank you, chat.
Thanks, chat.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure we're gonna need it.
I need to roll these as well. Let's see. Oh boy, starting off strong. Okay.
Ooh, I have a 15.
Amir has a 15. 20. And let's roll. Oh, God, I have so many issues to roll.
That's not encouraging.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Remember, we failed those checks. I'm sure of it. Who knows what's gonna happen?
You're fine. Why wouldn't you be fine?
Oh my gosh.
7. Also, whenever you're ready to give me your initiative, feel free to.
Mine's a 6.
6. All right.
It's an 11 from me, dog.
14.
11 for Corwin. 11. Oh my god, I can't spell Corwin. And what was yours, Jake?
14. 1-4.
14 for Noah. And let's see. I've got a couple more of these to roll. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's not a good sign for us.
13. We're almost there, I promise. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm glad I took my AoE skills.
And one more. Okay. And then a 5. Okay. All right. So, the four of you find yourselves together once again, deep in the midst of combat. There is magic flying all around you. There are swords clashing, and all of the agents of the Underdark seem to have come out, up, and into this space. And the first thing that you see, oh God, sorry, is a large reptilian creature carrying a massive trident. And she comes up, slithers her way up to, let's see, how are you guys positioned? I will be kind and let you tell me how you would like to be positioned.
Oh, thank you. Amir would definitely be in the front.
All right.
Just takes charge.
So she begins sort of slithering up towards Amir, and she... Okay, let's see. Does a 12 hit your AC?
Oh, it does not.
So, okay. She comes up and she sort of snaps her mouth at you, and you're able to, like, jolt your body backwards in a way, and then she reaches out a claw to swipe at your face, and you sort of move backwards, and both of her attacks miss you, but just barely.
Oh, you may be a snake, but Amir is a mongoose. Ha! You cannot keep up.
And everyone give me a quick perception check, please.
Oh, yeah, 19.
19, great.
10.
Okay.
14.
14.
12. No, 14. 14.
Cool, that's fine.
You're
And you,
mad.
Corwin?
That's a 5. I
That's a
am
5.
rolling very bad. It was a natural one.
So everyone who rolled above a 10, you see sort of up on the battlements, this woman dressed entirely in red with flowing hair, energy radiating out of her fingertips. And I'd say, at least Amir, you get the feeling that she is incredibly powerful. And as the three of you look up, let's see, 16. Corwin, does a 23 hit your AC?
Yeah, 23 definitely.
Yeah? Okay,
definitely
cool.
hits there.
Let me grab all of my d10s, of which I need
Oh,
more
come
than
on.
one.
Oh no.
Okay,
I
one,
can't bardly do
2,
something. I'm sorry.
3, 4. All right.
Yeah, I can't do anything on this.
1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17. So you, because you don't, you're being the only person who does not see her. You are focused very much on the battle that is at hand, and all of a sudden, into your chest comes a cylindrical arcane missile, and it deals 25 points of necrotic damage.
Jeez Louise.
How you looking?
How you feeling, buddy? You doing okay?
I am not quite dead yet.
6 and
I'm almost bloodied.
holy shit. Does a 20 hit your AC, Noah? And what are you thinking about it?
You might have stuff he can do.
Noah. Baby. Sweet summer child.
I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to decide.
At least we know the computer is not
Yeah,
frozen.
one thing I was like, wait, is it frozen?
You have to give me a minute. I'm going for it.
Okay.
I was trying to do math in my head, and I've been up for 18 hours almost. Math in my head isn't going very well right now. I am going to use my oh, that I don't think that'll work, does it? Yeah, no, bend luck.
Cool.
I can do that. 2 sorcery points to roll a d4 and apply the number rolled as a penalty.
I will let you roll your d4.
Fuck!
Still hits?
What's the number?
I subtract 3 from the roll,
17.
which is my AC.
I will look at this. You said it was a woman who's shooting this over?
Yes.
I will
Yes.
look at her and say, no. Desmond commands you to stop that, and I will use cutting words. The reaction use mark minus a d6 from that 17 to make it a 14.
Perfect. All right, so 14 doesn't hit, correct, Noah?
14 does not hit.
Lovely. So, this woman who is standing up on the parapets fires off 3 missiles, one of which catches Corwin in the chest. The second goes directly over Amir's shoulder, and the third very nearly hits Noah, but as Amir screams out his distracting words, she snaps her head to look at you, and the bolt goes just ever so slightly askew. That brings us to Amir.
Okay, well. Amir I'm assuming there is a snake person right in front of me, and How far is this woman up in the rafters?
Hey, Battle Cam, give me a little measurement pulse. Give us them numbers.
Oh man.
What do we got? I can't see what that is. Throw it into chat when you get the measurement. 28 feet.
28 feet. Perfect.
Correct.
So Amir can go 35 feet. And will say, stay safe, all of you, and see if you can handle the snake creature. I'll deal with that one. And Amir will run up the stairs. Probably invoke opportunity attack if that person's right next, but Amir can
Yes.
care.
All right, so let's just resolve the opportunity attack very quickly. This aquatic priestess is going to lash out with her mouth and attempt to bite you as you run by. 13, does that hit your AC?
No, it does
Does not. So she snaps at you, but you are just quick enough to sort of dash past her and begin to climb up the ladder to make your way to this wizard who is above you.
All right. As I make the wizard and I get in front of her face, it says, "You have hurt Desmond's friends, and that is a very, very bad mistake." And I'll whip out my battle axe, and I will go ahead and do my first. Actually, no, I'm going to do this back the other way. I'll still whip up my battle axe, but then I'm going to go ahead and use one of my attack actions to grapple her, and I get
Lovely.
disadvantage because my grappling feat. And a contested acrobatics or athletic versus mine.
Okay.
Natural one, but this is advantage. So, oh, not bad.
What is it?
That is a 17.
So, as you lunge for her, you're just attempting to grapple, correct?
Yes.
As you lunge for her, you are able to sort of arc an elbow around her and get her into a bit of a headlock. And she is grappled.
Okay. Yeah, and Amir will just play out the scene and will continue to attack as retribution with an axe at advantage, because with the grappler feat, those who I have grappled, I can attack at advantage.
Perfect.
So that is a natural 4, which will surely probably miss.
I'm going to go with a yes.
All right, and well, that was the first roll. At the second one is a 15.
A 15 does just hits.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So that is going to be with my magic battle axe. So, which is 1d8 because I cannot do it with two hands as I'm grappling.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 7 plus 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of slashing damage. And as a bonus action, Amir will start to crackle with electricity and says, "Don't be shocked by my moves." And I will release a pulse of electricity, and she has to make a dexterity saving throw DC 15.
If she is grappled, does that mean she makes a disadvantage?
No, unfortunately not.
DC 15? Okay. She fails.
Oh, yes. So she takes 1d6 lightning damage. 3 points of lightning damage.
So you run up to this woman in red and you grab her around the neck, you bring your axe into her side, and then proceed to electrocute her. Fantastic. Is that your full turn?
That will end Amir's turn.
Perfect. So let's see. Down on the ground. Tessa, as you are standing, sort of getting your bearings, you notice, or you actually give me a perception check. Why not? Could be fun.
This dice is going to dice jail too. You said perception, right?
Yeah.
Cool. That's gonna be an 8.
That's an 8. All right, even with an 8, Tessa, you become acutely aware of a buzzing sound. And as you look down, you see a gigantic swarm of insects. And you can't even really make out individual bugs within this swarm because it is so dense. And does a 14 hit your AC?
Yes, because my armor is 14.
Perfect. So, as you hear this buzzing and you look down, you notice that all around your feet and your legs, kind of coming up to your torso, are just a deluge of insects who are biting at you.
Ew.
And you take 10 points of piercing damage as they begin to bite at and consume your flesh.
Yuck.
That's gross.
Disgusting. Lovely. So that brings us to Noah.
So the woman who shot at me is being held by Amir, right?
Correct.
It makes it a lot harder to do what I wanted to do.
Well, you also have a little aquatic priestess and some insects if you want to go for them instead.
No, she shot at me.
That's fair. That's fair. Noah is a very simple man.
Yeah. I'm going to turn at her and shoot a chaos bolt as I scream, I fucking hate live theater!
All right, give me that attack roll, please.
That's gonna hit.
Perfect.
That is a 25.
Lovely. So you shoot this magical beam of energy at this woman in red who has attempted to attack you and succeeded in attacking your friend. How much damage are you going to do to her?
All right. It is 2d8 plus 1d6. So it's going to be 8 psychic damage and... Oh, sorry. Not 8 psychic damage. 12 psychic damage.
Okay. Perfect. Lovely. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Yes.
Yes.
One
Okay.
thing.
Yes.
Because I can,
Yes.
I am going to... I'm within 30 feet of the nasty lizard lady.
You are.
I'm gonna look at her and say, "Go away!" and shove her telekinetically.
All right. What is that mechanically?
The target must succeed on a strength saving throw of DC 11.
She got a
Sorry,
12.
not 11. Not 11. Hold on. That's my proficiency bonus plus ability modifier. So that should be 16.
16. So it's a strength, you said, right?
Yep.
She rolled a 12.
All right. So she is pushed 5 feet away from me.
Perfect. Push her back. Lovely. All right. So, back down on the floor with Noah and Corwin and Tessa. You see sort of slinking out from the shadows a large grayish green head with tentacles coming out, almost like hair, but not quite like hair, as each of the tentacles also has an eye on the end. And this creature, this creature turns all of its eyes up at you, Amir, and a blinding black light comes out of it, which is counterintuitive, right? Like, black is the absence of color, should not be possible, but somehow this deep black light shoots out at you, and I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Oh no. Oh. Okay. It was on a 1, and then it flipped right to the 19.
The 19.
And plus, hold on. Wisdom saving throw. So
Yes.
that's going to be a 21.
21. All right, so this black beam shoots out, and you feel something, and you kind of feel your body begin to tense up, and then you shake it off and you relax. And then almost immediately, a second beam of sickening green light shoots out at you, and I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'm better at those. I have +7 to that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an 8 plus 7 is 15.
15. So you feel your body begin to go rigid, and then with just sheer willpower, you're able to come out of it and maintain your grapple on this woman. And that will bring us to Corwin.
Hey, I am going
Hey.
to take my Flame Tongue Greatsword and I want to crash it down on that fish person right in front of me.
All right. Give me your attack roll, please.
That's a 17.
A 17 does indeed hit.
That is 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage to the fish lady. Okay.
I think that's all of it. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do as your great sword swings across and slices through this woman's arm?
No, I think that's all I'm going to be able to do for this turn. I think I'm going to not really move around either to just engage with this thing so that way it doesn't go after any of my other friends.
Cool.
And that's going to be my turn.
Perfect. Lovely. So, as you are all standing, or in Corin's case, grappling on this stage, one last perception check from everybody, please.
I don't like those laughs, chuckles.
There's just some really creepy shit in this fight. That's all.
11.
8.
Uh,
All my dice have to go to dice jail. I'm only skating by because my mods are pretty high.
18.
18. All right. Anyone else?
Great.
Fucking 12.
12. All right. And Amir got the 18, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Amir, as you are sort of having this higher purchase, surveying the scene, you notice that there's a rock, like a boulder that has been sitting on the ground. And the boulder's beginning to move. And it sort of starts to lift up and begins to extend long tentacled legs.
Oh, shit.
And Corwin, well, actually, hold on.
And where is this happening exactly?
This is happening down on the ground by Corwin.
Right next to me.
Oh, shit.
It's going to attack me and kill me.
Corwin, does a 19 hit your AC, please?
Oh, I believe it does.
So this thing begins to sort of slither its way over to Corwin. And Corwin, before you really know what's happening, it has inched its way, drink water, up your body and has begun to latch on over your skull, and it's starting to squeeze. And you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my gosh.
And as this thing begins to squeeze and crush, you are blinded and unable to breathe.
What?
Correct.
That's going to go well for us.
Yeah,
Uh,
no.
Okay,
It's
TPK.
gonna be great. I'm so excited. You now understand why you all got long rests.
I'm just like making sure that there's like not some sort of cleric thing that I have. Nope.
Cool. Well, you got a big ass thing attached to your head. You're welcome.
Great.
Tessa, it is your turn.
Yes. I got bugs on me. I don't like it.
Cool.
And as my body desires for these bugs to chill out, I cast Fire Shield, but I'm casting it Chill Shield. So anything that is like, I guess these bugs aren't hitting me with a melee attack, but I'm gonna say
it's a melee weapon attack mechanically. They are biting,
cool.
But like, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And so they're gonna take they're gonna take some D8 cold damage.
Sweet.
From
Give me that sweet cold damage
from
baby.
me. And that's gonna be 5.
All right.
Cold damage for these buggos.
And just sort of explain to me what this shield looks like as you produce it from yourself.
Thin blue. I'm gonna say they're blue flames because I'm doing the chill version. Thin, wispy blue flames wreathe my body, and create this bright light in a 10-foot radius. And then dim light in an additional 10 feet. So it's like bright light real close to me, lesser light further away from me. And I am now shielded from fire. So I take resistance to fire damage.
Cool.
But it's just like, you see, it starts from my toes and like slides all the way up very like beautifully and theatrically, and like as it reaches its zenith, Tessa says, "This scene would ruin the themes of this play."
I love Tessa so much. Oh, lovely, fantastic. So Tessa, you are emitting these radiant blue flames. The bugs around you sort of shrink back a little bit as they take these 5 points of damage. Is there anything else that you would like to do on your turn?
I don't think so, because I can't do any more spells. So there's that.
Lovely. So you all see on this battlefield a male humanoid creature who has sort of been hanging on the sidelines up until this moment. But having seen what has gone down, Amir, does a 17 hit your AC?
Oh, yes, it does.
It does. Perfect. This creature who has sort of been back cloaked in shadow extends a hand, and you don't see anything emitting from the hand. However, what you do feel is a deep necrotic energy enter your being. And you take 25 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
And then this creature slinks his way back into the shadows.
Guys, I don't know. Amir does not know if you've seen that, but there's someone else here, and Amir doesn't remember the lines properly, so I don't know what it is.
Perfect. So that brings us back to the top of the order. The priestess, the aquatic priestess, we can just call her the priestess, looks around, and she sort of holds her arms out, and this brilliant dark light begins to emit from her. And she, let's see, what's her spellcasting modifier? Okay, 6. She heals all of her allies for only 7 points. But you see.
No.
No.
Spell.
Counterspell? All right. What does she need to roll for that?
So, is the spell a 4th level or higher?
It is 3rd level.
Then
It works. Counterspells?
then it is counterspell. The spell fails and has no effect.
Lovely. So you see this priestess begin to extend her arms, and you see this darkness begin to bubble. And Noah, what do you do? What do you say? As you
No! Stop the creepy! No more creepy!
And as you say, "Stop the creepy, no more creepy," the darkness sort of fizzles out, and she turns to look at you. But that is her turn. So that brings us to the lady in red. The lady in
I'm sorry,
red.
I should note you also get to have a chaos roll on that.
Please give me that chaos roll.
No dice.
No chaos? We're chaos free?
No chaos this time.
Perfect. Lovely. So that is going to bring us to our lovely lady in red, who looks at you, Amir, and sort of laughs. And she goes, "Oh, no. It's not that easy." And she vanishes from where you are holding her and reappears across the battlefield.
Mages.
And she just sort of looks at you from across the battlefield, makes eye contact, and smiles. Amir, it's your turn.
How far? First, Amir is going to kind of clench himself after taking necrotic damage. First, does Amir? Do I see where this mysterious male figure who shot off this blast anywhere?
Yeah, he's sort of under. You can't see him, but you know that he is essentially underneath the battlements below you. So if you wanted to pop down, you could absolutely get to him.
And then there's this person. I don't know. And how far is the lady?
Well, let's see. She can go 300 feet. So I think she would have gone as far as she can, stage allowing. So I think she would probably be a couple 100 feet away, but also the stage is pretty small. So, let's say, I would say she's outside of your ability to move to her at this point in time.
Okay, so yeah. So seeing that she is far I will then ignore her for now and deal with this necrotic energy, knowing that it's dark, and hop down and see if I could find this gentleman.
Yeah, sure. Hop on, pop down, and I think he is sort of. You see where that archway is on the battle map. He is sort of recessed into that archway, but you can obviously, pop on down and get to him.
Okay.
If that's what you'd like to do.
Yes, I will hop on down, knowing there's another magic thrower, and those are the worst. And say, "I'll deal with you later," and then jump down and say, "Tessa." Oh wait, no, we're in character. Andrea, are you okay?
Surviving. You all right?
Desmond will protect you and deal with this monstrosity. And we'll jump down and attempt to grapple the figure that had attacked me before.
Cool. That's what am I rolling again? I'm rolling a strength save. Is that correct?
Acrobatics or athletics, your
Okay.
choice. Versus
Acrobatics or athletics
No.
versus whatever it is you're rolling. 15.
Okay, no, that is an 18 from me, because that is my specialty. So I will then grapple this creature, and as I hold on tight, I'll kind of go into like a wrestling submission. I call this the constrictor, and kind of wrap myself around him, holding him tight, grabbing my battle axe, and I would like to. Oh, I can't break. Yeah, can I break? Actually, I don't know this. Can I break up my action and do a bonus? No, I can't do a bonus action between. Never mind. fair enough. I will just
I
go
don't.
ahead.
I have no idea what you're asking, but it sounds
Sorry.
like you have your answers.
Sorry,
so-
I can't because I use my action, which is 2 attacks, so grapple 1, and I can't then
Sure.
bonus action and then continue. So
Yeah.
I will then just slash down at advantage on with my battle axe. Okay, that is a natural 18 and a 2
That's
natural
gonna hit.
18s.
Perfect.
Okay, and I'm grappling with one hand, so I can only do 1d10. Okay, max damage. So that is going to be 16 points of slashing damage. I'm sorry. Nope. I take that back. Nope. Maybe I gotta roll that again. I rolled on the wrong die. Okay. Sorry.
That's a lot of fucking damage, my dude.
10 points of damage.
Okay, all right. I don't know why
Well,
I
Mars
just
over here
calculated
making up
minus
dice.
10. That's the most obvious. Okay, it's fine. Lovely. Amir, so you, as this woman in red teleports herself away, you think about the fact that there is another potentially quite dangerous magic user below. You sort of vault down over the edge of the parapet. You run underneath, grapple this man, and then bring your axe into him, dealing maximum damage. Is that your turn?
As a bonus action, I would like to rage, and Amir will kind of in this form will kind of rip off his shirt in such a way that it doesn't like actually rip. It kind of just unbuttons perfectly and falls down.
Just beautifully waterfalls off of him. I love it.
May I recommend you're wearing a snap button shirt?
I like it. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
it.
So you can like unsnap it.
Yeah.
You know how to get out of a costume quickly. Come on.
Oh, hell yeah. Amir is the fanciest version of the Hulk. So true.
And so that way I am raging now. And that will end my turn.
Lovely. Tessa, these insects that are in your sphere,
Again.
are you okay, Zeki?
It's not a fan of these bugs.
That's totally fair. Is there any effect to them if they are starting their turn within that zone?
If they attack me, they take more damage.
Cool.
So for the next like 10 minutes, if any like melee happens, it go bad.
Okay.
It go bad.
Well, they're not very smart. So they've got a -5 to intelligence. They are going to continue to swarm around you and bite at you, trying to consume as much flesh as they can until they die. Because
Cool.
again, they're not very smart.
No, they're gonna take 2d8 cold damage again. So
2d8 cold damage.
how fun for them. That's gonna
Oh.
be 5.
Cool. And does 11 hit your AC?
No.
No. So I think that as they are beginning to nip at you, this coldness is so overwhelming that it almost stops them short. And they are not able to attack you, but they do take 5 additional points of damage. Okay. Lovely. Noah, that brings us to you. You are muted, Bibs.
Can I see where the lady is?
Lady
red lady?
in red. Is she on the board anymore, Battlecam, or has she sort of gone into the? She's far off to the side.
Okay. I don't really know what. Okay, I guess I'm going for spooky. How close am I to the reptile priestess?
The reptile priestess. Can y'all please show me where she is on the map? I believe she is close to the ladder. Approximately 25 feet.
All right. Yeah, Noah's gonna be a bit uncharacteristic. Noah's gonna sort of. I've had enough of being shot at and creepy things and things that I don't understand.
For sure.
And I'm going to start stomping towards this priestess. Very annoyed, very upset. And I'm going to, as I get close to her, I'm gonna instinctively cast Thunderclap.
All right. Tell me how that
That is a
manifests.
con save.
Con save. All right.
Yep.
Let's see. Constitution. All right. What is she looking to beat?
She is looking to beat a 16.
She doesn't. She gets a 6.
Marvelous. All right, so she takes 2d6 thunder damage.
Lovely.
And that is 6 points of thunder damage.
Perfect.
Just being creepy and take off that makeup and go away!
So this wave of thunderous energy emits out from you, and the priestess is caught unaware, and she sort of stumbles, and as she stumbles, she falls backward a bit, and takes some damage. Noah, is there anything else that you would like to do?
No, but I am now within 5 feet of her. Oh, yeah, so I'm going to bonus action push her away.
Cool. Great. How far does she move?
She's
Or,
got to
what-
make
is
the
it
strength saving
a
throw.
strength save too? Okay. She's not very strong. She gets a 6.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it, so she gets pushed 5 feet away from me.
Okay. So the priestess
I'm
is
having a
then
carry moment
shoved
here.
backwards. No, Noah's coming into his own. I'd love to see it. Can I give advantage to the DM? You can give me advantage if you use your channel points for inspiration. I will happily take it. So that's going to bring us to the large green head with all of the eyes, who is going to turn their gaze towards you, Noah, and a deep purple wave of energy flows out from all of the eyes. And I am going to need you to make a con save for me, please.
That's not what I'm good at. I'm going to use my advantage,
Okay.
my inspiration,
Sure.
because my guess is that the 3 I rolled isn't going to cut it.
Probably not.
This isn't a whole lot better. It's a 14 total.
A 14. A 14 does just save. However, you are still going to take
No.
8 points of necrotic damage as this wave moves through your body, and you feel it sort of drain a chunk of your life force out with it. It's then going to turn its eyes onto you, Amir, seeing you as sort of the biggest threat in the party at this point in time. And a gray wave of energy emits just from the central eyeball. And I'm going to need you to give me a wisdom save, please.
Oh no. Okay, that is a 14.
Oh, a 14 just saves.
Oh.
You feel, as you look into this eye, terror in your heart. However, you are not terrified enough to stop fighting.
You have a part to play, Ymir. You have to do this. Know your lines. Get your shit together.
Corwin, it's your turn. You're good.
I believe I have a date with a certain fish person that I'm going to smash again.
Cool. Smash
let
that
me-
fish lady.
Smashing the fish lady. You know, I'm gonna use my inspiration. Do I have inspiration?
I think everyone got inspiration at the start of this.
Yeah.
Except
Okay,
for me,
then-
you bitches.
Yeah.
Fuck you, chat. You're the worst. Get out of here.
Love you, chat.
Love you, chat. 21.
Also,
To
Jake,
hit.
you got another inspiration. 21 to hit. Definitely hits.
Let's see here. We got 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay, perfect.
Actually, should I be doing? I need to be doing some extra damage. I need to be doing some fire damage because this thing is flaming.
All right, give me that extra damage, baby.
And if actually, I will use my bonus action to make it a flame, and going forward, we'll do that.
Okay,
I
perfect.
don't want to have to retro do anything. Like
Totally,
that, so
totally.
let's do that.
So you slash your sword through this creature, and as it comes out, it begins to sort of glow and light up. And going forward, you will have that additional fire damage on all attacks you make. Is there anything else that you would like to do? Oh, wait, hold on a second. Zeki. You've got a creature on your head. You are blind. That attack should absolutely be made at disadvantage.
Oh. Okay.
I forgot about that.
Do I need to roll anything to be
Yes.
to become unblind?
First things first,
totally
I
forgot
need
about
you.
that.
I did too. I'm gonna give her those hit points back because I also forgot that you were engulfed. So give me a strength check as you attempt
Strength
to
check.
rip this thing off of your head.
Oh no, this is terrible.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 7.
It's a 7. So you
Yeah.
are unable to.
Still blind.
Also, out of curiosity, how long can you hold your breath for?
Out
of curiosity.
Isn't it like your constitution plus like 5,
Yes.
like a minute or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes.
Okay, so you got a ways to go. You are not suffocating yet. However, you
I'm starting
still
to panic a little bit.
correct. So your sword is not lit, and you were not able to attack. I guess if you would like to attack blindly with disadvantage, you can, but I don't think blinded, unable to breathe. I mean, you're blinded, so technically, if you would like to attack with disadvantage, I will let you do that.
That sounds like a bad time. No.
Okay. No. All right.
I have I don't know if there's friends near me. I hear people all around. I'm not going to take any chances.
Okay. So that brings us to the creature that has attached itself to your visage. And
You put it.
well, the good news is it rolled
Oh,
a
no.
natural 1 to continue crushing you.
That's
So
good.
you don't take any additional damage. However, this thing is still very solidly latched onto your face, and probably will continue crushing you in the near future if it gets the chance to.
Well, I guess you win some and you lose some.
That brings us to Tessa.
Yes. I can see this tentacle creature on
For sure.
Corwin, right?
For sure.
Awesome. Then I'm gonna point my finger at it, and I'm gonna say, "Bells rung for you," and I'm casting Toll of the Dead.
All right.
And the sound of dolorous bells fills the air around this creature. So please make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. How wise is this little fucker? 0 wise. Exactly 0 wise. And it got a 5.
And that has to go against my spell save DC, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming your spell save DC is higher than a 5.
Yeah, it's definitely higher than a 5. Also, has this creature taken any damage
It
to this
has
point?
not, no.
Dang. Okay. Well, it's only going to take a D8 damage then, which
Okay,
is
all right.
unfortunate. That's only going to do 2 points of damage.
That's okay. This creature sort of pulsates on your friend's head, and it does shrink back a little bit as this ringing begins to. I genuinely don't even know if it has ears, but begins to toll through its skull. If it has that, whatever it thinks with is what is being told against.
Cool. Also, the damage is necrotic, if that means anything in particular.
Doesn't, I don't think.
Cool.
Nope. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
That's it.
Lovely. So, Amir, you are currently grappling this man under the stairs, correct? Ooh, that sounds kind of fun.
Yes, I am.
Perfect. So if he's grappled, he can still take attacks against you, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Are they at
Normal.
disadvantage? Normal?
Nope.
Normal? Okay. So he, at his side, he is carrying this heavy warhammer. And he is going to attempt to swing it backwards at you as you are grappling him. He doesn't. No. He rolls a 8 to hit you. So the warhammer swings back, but because he is being grappled, he is not able to really gauge exactly the angle that he would need to hit you, and just sort of swings blindly behind him. Which
The crag has you in his clutches. You cannot do anything.
and that brings us back up to the top of the order. This priestess, let's see, who is closest to the priestess at this point in time? Oh, unfortunately, it is you, Corwin. I am so deeply sorry about that. So
I don't think you are, but that's fine.
a little sorry. Just a little sorry. So she sort of twitches her nostrils as she looks at you, and you don't see this.
No, we don't.
But she is going to smell the blood that is already sort of beginning to drip down the side of your face.
Oh, God. Ear blood.
And she is going to... Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, it does.
And she is going to lunge forward and take a bite of your neck, dealing, don't worry, it's not that much, dealing 5 points of piercing damage. And immediately after she sort of chunks into your neck, is going to take a claw swipe at you. I cannot make this up. She's rolling at advantage. She got 2 4s.
Oh, the dice gods are in our favor.
The dice gods are not in
I'll
my
take
favor.
I'll take
So
it,
she,
you know?
the first thing, she leans forward, lunges at you, takes a chunk at your neck, and then goes to swipe at you. But you are able to sort of, knowing where she was, as you feel these teeth rend into your flesh, you are able to step backwards, and the claws narrowly miss you. DM disadvantage? Fuck off, Jake. You can't do channel redeems when you're a player. That's not how this works. Not fair. So
I'm just trying to level the playing field.
So let's see. So from the back of this battlefield, this woman in red once again surveys, brings an arm forward, extends her fingers, and 3 bright arcane cylinders shoot out. There will be one going at each of the 3 closest people to her, which I believe would be Corwin, Amir. Is it Tessa or no? It would be Noah. Okay, Corwin, Amir, and Noah. So let's start with Corwin. Does a 19 hit your AC?
Yes.
Noah, does a 11 hit your AC?
No! Ha!
And Amir, does an 18 hit your AC?
It does, and yeah, mere little hit, yes.
Okay. So as these 3 cylinders shoot out, Noah, you see them and you are able to sort of move your body and make it so that you are not impaled with these bolts of light. However, the other 2 of you are going to take... Oh boy. 25 points of necrotic damage each. Amir, you're muted, but I can tell you're not having a good time.
I was mumbling to myself, but I was just like, maybe Amir should have actually taken and used his reaction.
Wait, I don't. Did I just like automatically fail the roll?
She hit you. She hit your AC.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I hit the floor.
Oh. Yes. Yes,
Amir
Amir.
would like to use his reaction to do Stone's Endurance, reducing the damage dealt by 1d12 plus 4.
Perfect. Please roll that 1d12 plus 4.
This is my first time I've ever used ability for them being a Goliath. Okay. That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Does that also work for Corwin or just for you?
No. So this
Okay.
that's
So, as these bolts shoot out, Amir, you're able to reduce the damage a little bit just from pure constitution alone, and well, I guess also Stone's Endurance. But and Corwin, as this bolt hits you, you fall to the floor with this creature still wrapped around your head. And everyone who is in the vicinity, even here, Tessa, I will say you also see, you all notice this, even through the chaos of battle, that your friend has fallen. Amir, your turn.
Damn.
Shit. Okay. All right. So how far am I still grappling this person from my fallen friend?
How far is Amir from his fallen friend, Camera? It
I'm
is
raging.
5 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to. I can't cast spells when I'm raging. Fuck it. Amir will use a bonus action, and just all the tension in his body will release, and I will drop rage. It's like, Corwin! And still holding on, since he's grappled, I can still pull him half my movement.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Just dragging him along behind you.
Over here. As I bend down and reach down and use an action to cast Cure Wounds on the fallen Corwin.
Please, cure Corwin's wounds.
Okay, and I'm going to upcast it at a level 2.
Perfect.
Okay, so that is going to be big money. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. That is going to be 10, 11, 12 points of healing.
12 points of healing. So Corwin, just as quickly as you are knocked unconscious, you suddenly come to. You still can't see shit, but you're not down. So we'd like to see it. It's good.
Are we winning?
It's just get up and just steel yourself. We're still in battle. The audience is probably watching. The show must go on.
Amir, is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
God, that's like such a counteractive turn. So I can't attack because I've used the spell. I use my bonus. Amir will end his turn there. Just
Lovely.
holding tightly to this creature.
Perfect. Okay. Next up, these insects are still buzzing around you, Tessa. And actually, first things first, why don't you tell me how much cold damage they're going to take as they
try to hit me.
try to eat you again.
4.
4 points of cold damage. Okay. So as these insects once again sort of like lunge forward, you notice that a couple of them begin to drop off of the swarm, falling dead onto the floor. There are still a good chunk of insects there, but they are beginning to dissipate, and your cold damage seems to be having the desired effect of protection. That being said, does a 16 hit your AC?
Yes.
So even as they are beginning to fall, the ones that are still up and moving are able to inflict another 5 points of piercing damage as they bite at your stomach and your legs.
You said 5? I can take it.
No, baby, it is your turn.
So how close am I to basically anyone at this point? I don't know where the bad guys are.
So you've got a big thing on your friend's head, which is pretty much right in front of you. You've got a little froggy priestess who looks like she's about 10 feet away. You also have this dark sorcerer who is currently grappled by Amir.
Yeah.
And then you've got the lady in red who is a bit of a ways away.
All right, so I could reach either the Dark Sorcerer or the Head Crab.
Correct.
All right. And just... It looks like the Dark Sorcerer is closer, is that right?
Just by a bit, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to sort of stalk forwards, and I fucking hate all of you! I hate this, and I hate that theater! And I'm gonna stick my hand forward and shocking grasp the Dark Sorcerer.
Is that a attack roll?
That's
or
an
is that a
attack
save?
roll.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit.
Dab, for sure, yup.
So that is 2d8 lightning damage, and it doesn't get to make a reaction until the start of its next turn.
Okay.
7 points of lightning damage.
Okay. You electrocute the sorcerer with your hands, as one does. And you deal a decent chunk of damage to him. Is there anything else that you would like to do on your turn?
I want to keep pushing the sorceress, or the priestess, but I'm trying to find somewhere useful to push her. And I can't quite see.
That's fair.
I'm
That
just
is
going to
very
push her.
fair.
Yeah, I'll push her 5 feet away from me. Or I will attempt to, and we'll see if she succeeds on her DC 16 strength save.
No.
Perfect. We're pushing her 5 feet away from me.
All right. I just like this image of Noah consistently just like shoving this frog sorceress back at the end of every time. Just like, fuck you, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Yes.
All right. Cool. The gigantic, many-eyed head once again turns its eyes onto you, Amir. And I would like another wisdom saving throw. You're so wise. Just the wisest.
Natural 20.
And give me one more for good measure.
Okay.
No.
Natural 1.
No.
Lovely. So, as you are looking at this creature, you at first feel incredibly emboldened. You have resisted its pull before. And actually at first you're feeling incredibly confident. You're making direct eye contact. You are like, yeah, come at me. This is fine. But all of a sudden you feel this deep, paralyzing fear in your chest. And you are frightened for the next minute.
Oh no, do I not have something up?
Which I believe also has you dropping your grapple. Is that correct?
Do I drop my grapple if I'm frightened? I don't drop my grapple, but if I have to move, then yes. Like if I have to run away.
Well, you can repeat the saving throw again. I guess what is? Let me see. Frightened.
Yeah. No, I don't drop the grapple, but I have disadvantage on all my ability checks and attack rolls as long as I can see whoever.
He's not raging. He dropped rage to be able to cure his friend.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, all right.
Don't remind me.
So you just find yourself absolutely paralyzed, shaking in your boots, unable to do much. But that is the spectator's full turn, which brings us to you, Corwin. And first things first, you probably want to give me that save to pull this creature off of your head.
I would really love to do that, actually.
A strength check.
Oh, I forgot that we have the inspirations. Fuck.
Yeah, I think that you all still should have an inspiration, correct?
Yeah, I forgot.
12 isn't going to be high enough, right? I should
12
probably
is
play inspiration.
just shy.
Yeah, I'm going to use that inspiration. Well, it got worse
Oh,
before it gets
Corwin.
better. I am being crushed. And not in a way that I thought Corwin would be.
So Corwin, just to recap what has happened to you, a thing came, crept onto your head, began crushing your skull. You were hit in the chest with a ray
Wait.
that knocked you completely unconscious. You woke back up. The thing was still on your head, and now we're here.
I would like to bend luck.
Please.
Please do, yeah.
Also,
Alright.
Zach, you have another inspiration, but you can use it.
Here
Next
comes
time.
the D4, Zeki.
Yeah.
I give you +2 to your roll.
That is just enough. So,
All right.
as you begin to pull at this creature, Noah is able to essentially change the tides of time with his chaos, and you rip this creature off of your face. That is your action, but you are no longer blinded. You can breathe, and you may use a bonus action if you would like.
Oh my god. I almost died. Again.
This is the worst trip of my life.
Oh.
It's not over yet.
Am
It's
I,
surrounding us.
I'm not prone though, right? Like I'm
No.
still on my feet.
I think that you. Well,
Oh, when you call
well.
it conscious, yeah, you go prone.
Yeah, you were.
Oh
prone.
yeah, no, that I'm gonna stand.
Yep.
And get my wits about myself, and as a bonus action, I guess, light my sword on fire again.
Lovely. So you stand up, pull out your sword, and it begins to light up and glow with dark, fiery, or light, fiery energy. Let's go with light and dark. Why not?
Yeah.
Lovely. You also disadvantage to the. That's not a thing. Is it a thing? Do we have that as a
It is
routine?
now. Yeah.
All right. So that's gonna bring us
Don't
to
make me redeem it again.
the creature which you have just ripped off of your skull. And this creature, sort of undulating on the ground, begins to release a cloud of dark energy around it in a 15-foot radius. And mechanically, this is a cloud of magical darkness. And it will stay in a 15-foot radius around this creature, and dark vision cannot penetrate it. So everyone who is near this dark mantle is now engulfed in a deep magical darkness.
Is that all of us?
I think, is Tessa in that battle cam? She might be just outside of it. Let's see. How many feet? 15-foot radius, Schlib. So that will give everyone in that sphere disadvantage. Tessa is outside. Great. So everyone except for Tessa finds themselves engulfed in this darkness. Tessa, that's your turn.
Oh, everyone disappeared into the dark. What do I do? Oh no!
Oh, I can't see you again.
Poor Corwin.
Oh no! I can't dispel darkness. Can I see anything or anyone at
You
all?
are fine. You can see everything except for your friends who are engulfed in this cloud of darkness. So
Uh-huh.
you can still see the insects. You might still be able to see, where's our big googly-eyed man? And by googly-eyed man, I mean googly-eyed head. Is he within that darkness? You can also see the lady in red. She is outside of that sphere.
Cool. How far away is the lady in red from me?
Lady in red. Battle cam, how far is Lady in Red from Tessa? Help, it's again. Let's see. Da-da-da. It's so nice to just be able to ask questions. 40 feet.
Cool. Love that for me.
You have movement. You got a lot you can do.
No. I love that for me because
Oh, you actually
I can-
love that for you. I
can do
understand.
60 feet away from me.
Perfect.
Bullshit.
Excellent.
which is great. And now I just have to decide which way we're going. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. I'm going to turn my attention to this lady in red.
All right.
And what I'm going to do is say, I'm so glad they cut your shit from this production. And that cast vicious mockery
I love it.
at her.
Does she need to
Wisdom save.
wisdom save? I'm gonna take a new dice because why not? Let's see. How wise is she? 14.
That matches my spell save.
So it does save.
Does it or does it not?
Or does
Does.
it not?
If it
No?
matches, it succeeds. If it she succeeded because she matched.
Yeah.
Oh, then I shouldn't have been damaged by those insects because we got the same. Doesn't matter. It's
Oh, well.
fine. Dungeon.
Okay,
it's
you know
all
what? Fuck
made up.
it. Fuck it. It hits. She is viciously mocked. Give me that damage.
Cool. It's like the D4. It's like barely anything.
Yeah, that's also why I'm like, it's totally fine. I am A-okay with that.
She doesn't. This bitch doesn't care. She takes 1 damage. But she does have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Okay. Cool.
You know, just that like, I don't care, but ouch. Still, hey.
Still
You can sing
counts.
the next line. Jesus Christ. All right. The Zargosh is up, which is our little humanoid man who is grappled by Amir, but Amir is frightened. And let's see.
Question: since I can't technically see the source of my fright of what frightened me, would I be at disadvantage anymore?
You still are. It's just that. Let me see. It is that you would make your save at disadvantage if you could see him. So you are still frightened, but you will make your save normally as opposed to at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So it is a little good for you, but you are still rolling all your shit at disadvantage. Yeah, except for still rolling. You understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So this creature is going to. Oh, you know what? Since he is also in the dark, I will give him disadvantage as well. But what he is going to attempt to do is once again. Well, but he knows where you are. I was gonna say he's gonna make a straight roll because you are behind him and he is not looking at you anyway. And he is just gonna attempt to swing his warhammer back up and at you again. But I will assume that a 10 does not hit your AC.
Bounces
Lovely.
off my glistening muscles.
Perfect. So this creature who you have grappled swings back, misses, and that will bring us to the priestess who is also in this sphere of darkness with you all. And she is going to lunge for Amir, I think. I think she's going for Amir. I need to sing. I don't want to sing. Does a 13 hit your AC, Amir?
Does not. 16.
Does a 16 hit your AC, Amir?
16 just hits.
Lovely. So in this darkness, this priestess lunges forward. She bares her teeth, lunges to bite, misses the bite, but is able to swing a claw across your face, dealing not very much damage. 3 points of slashing damage to you.
And we get the feeling that they can see in here.
Redeemed. Cast Bane. Where are these redeems coming from? Sorry. No, you get the feeling that she can smell blood. So if there was no darkness, she might be attacking at advantage. But because there is darkness, she is just making a straight attack.
Got it. Ooh.
The
hell did that?
But that is the entirety of her turn. It is the lady in red's turn.
Really quick, how much damage did you say that was?
That was 3 points. Just 3 points. The Ben, you can't. No. She is going to turn slowly to look at you, Tessa, since you are the only person that she has a clear line of sight onto right now.
The lady in red?
Yes.
Give that disadvantage.
Oh, yes. Giving it a disadvantage. Is it her first attack that is a disadvantage or any attack that she makes? Because she does get to make 3 of these, which could go real fucking badly for you.
On the next attack roll.
Okay. So. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does a 13 hit your AC?
Nope.
Lovely. All right. So once again, these spheres of energy come blasting out of her hands. And you know what, Ben? To be fair, I will take Bane on the next attack, the second of the 3. The first attack that she sends misses you. The second, well, I think even with Bane, the second is still going to hit you, Tessa, because it's a 27. So even if I were to subtract 4, that would still hit you. And her third attack is a 12, which I believe.
What kind of attacks are these?
These
specifically?
are range spell attacks. Do you mean what kind of damage is it, or do you mean?
Yeah, because if it's melee at all, those burst into flames.
It's not. It is a ranged spell attack
Okay,
with
cool.
necrotic damage. And so she fires off 3 bolts of energy, 2 of which do not make it to you, but the third of which, or the second of which rather, deals. Oh my god.
No.
22 points of necrotic damage as this bolt passes directly through your chest, again taking a little bit of your life force out with it.
Seriously, I'm really glad you got cut from the show. Bitch.
And that brings us to Amir.
Okay, so I have no idea what's going out there. I just hear moans of pain and
Yes, that
attack.
is
So,
correct.
I'm gonna move in the opposite direction of where this sphere is of darkness and see if I can get out of it.
Yeah, if
So-
you use your movement, you can absolutely get out of it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move out of it so I can actually see.
Yeah.
At least.
It is centered around this stalagmite tentacled creature.
Yeah.
So as long as you're 15 feet away from him, you should be totally fine out of the darkness.
Run out the darkness! It's the only way! As I drag the other guy out and then with him down there, but don't think Amir forgot about you.
But
And-
also remember, you are frightened.
Oh yes, that is true.
And if you come out of the darkness, you are within eyesight of this creature. So I'm going to need you to make another wisdom save at disadvantage to see if you are able to shake off the sphere.
Oh yes, I'm fine with that. Let's see. Okay, one that was a natural 18 and a natural 1. No.
Oh. So you are able to move out of this darkness, but you are still terrified. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the frightened condition in 5e, you have disadvantage on any ability checks or attack rolls, so you can still attack the man that you have grappled. You'll just need to do it at disadvantage.
Okay, so oh my goodness, am I gonna do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So Amir, trying to overcome overcome the fear by this creature as he looks over and tries to look away. He goes, "No, Amir must play his part, and I'm going to go reckless, which would counter that. So it'll be a
Perfect.
straight attack.
I love it. I love
But
it.
attacks against me will be an advantage as I wildly go and starts to swing, and I was like, no. I will bonus action before I do that.
Yeah,
Rage.
love it. If you rage while you're frightened, does that drop the frightened condition?
Oh. See, I don't play barbarians much. Does it though?
Help, chat.
Yes,
It does.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I cannot be
All right.
afraid while I'm raging. So
Perfect. So you feel this intense, deep rage coursing through your veins, and as you enter the rage condition, whatever you want to call it, you lose the fear, and you are back into your body, into your head, feeling normal once again.
Okay, awesome. So, I am still going to. Actually, no, there's no point of going into Reckless and then I would just, but still raging with fury,
Sure,
slash
yeah.
down, and I will attack grappling at advantage. So,
Yeah, fuck this shit up.
okay. All right, so that is going to be a 16 versus AC.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay. And that is going to be a D8. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay, perfect.
I will second attack, do it again. That's going to be a 14. Did that hit?
That does hit. Yep.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Because I'm raging, I add 2 damage to that because it uses
Okay.
my strength. So 2 more damage to the last one. And then if
Okay.
that does hit.
Yeah,
then
that does
that
hit.
is going to be minimum damage of plus 2. So 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay, perfect. 9 points. Cool. All right. This man is not looking good.
And he does have to also make a dexterity saving throw because I went into rage, my lightning
Yeah.
kicked off.
That's a
15.
17.
Okay, a 17. I am gonna allow it. Yes, he succeeds.
Okay. Lovely. The insects around you, Tessa, tell me first how much damage they're going to take as they continue to nip and bite at your body.
Was it D8s again? This is in my brain. Yeah. Boop. 8 points of damage.
As these insects begin to swarm forward, those that are left, they're a quarter of an inch away from you, and this coldness enters into their little bodies, and all of the remaining insects fall to the ground around you. So, Tessa, you are currently just surrounded by insect corpses, but the insects are gone.
Woo!
Noah, that brings us to you. What would you like to do?
All right. So the last person I hit was the person Amir is carrying.
Correct. And you are also, I believe,
And
engulfed
I'm in
in
darkness.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've got no idea. The only thing that's in there with me, there's Corey, his head crab, and the priestess in there with
Correct.
me, right?
Yes. And the head crab has created this magical darkness.
But I've got no idea where the head crab is.
Correct.
So...
Basically, any attack you make in this darkness will be at disadvantage, and then if you would like to come out of the darkness and attack anyone else, that would be a normal
I'm just
attack.
gonna flail and
Flail?
see what I can hit.
All right.
So I'll go for whatever's closest to me at this point.
I think that, honestly, if I'm reading this right, the priestess and the head crab look like they're about equidistant from you.
They sure do, huh?
Yeah, so tell me who you want to go for. I'll let you.
How about you decide? I'm just gonna roll
Cool.
the dice at disadvantage for my shocking grasp.
You're going for the
That's
head
not
crab.
going very well. That's an 11.
An 11. Let me check the head crab's AC. Its AC is 11. And let me make its con save to see if it can maintain concentration on this darkness. Let's see, what is the con save?
Well, it's taking 10 points of lightning damage.
10 points of lightning damage.
Yep.
Okay. It does manage to maintain concentration. However, you kind of hear a deep guttural moaning coming from somewhere in the darkness, and you have a feeling that you just fucked its shit up pretty badly. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
No, because if I can't see, I can't shove the stupid priestess.
The guttural moaning. Oh, shut up then. Okay, lovely. So that's going to bring us to our many-eyed friend.
Hey, weren't you
Who-
supposed to sing at some point?
I don't.
Definitely was. Also, would my flaming flame tongue?
It is magical
Provide.
darkness, so no.
Okay, just making
Um,
sure.
that's gonna bring us to the many-eyed man. There we go. That's singing. So
Nice.
this many-eyed creature, seeing Amir, that you have been able to shake the fear that it instilled in your heart, it is going to once again emit that deep black sickly ray, and I would like a con save from you. Actually, I would like 2 con saves from you, please.
Okay. All right. First is a 16.
Okay.
All right. The second is a 17.
Great. So although both of those do save, you are still going to be taking 9 points of necrotic damage as these beams enter your body, and you are able to avoid taking the maximum effect, but you still do take a bit of necrotic damage.
Ugh. Still raging, hulking out, holding against the pain.
All right, Corwin, your turn. You're muted though.
Well, now that I'm unmuted,
Yes.
in this magical darkness that I find myself in, I oh man, this darkness is really killing me. I'm gonna attempt to hit the fish person again,
Okay.
understanding that it's gonna be at disadvantage.
Okay. I please, slice at this fish lady and tell me what you get.
That's a 9.
That's not gonna do it as you blindly slash through the darkness. Your
Nine.
sword does not find purchase.
If I use an inspiration, can I get rid of one of those?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I rolled a 25 on that one.
Fuck yeah. So, all right. That attack, even with this deep, seeping magical darkness, you feel your sword cut through flesh. And tell me how much damage you do to this priestess.
All right. That's going to be 13 points of flaming damage.
Okay. I can do math. I can't do math. I'm Googling what the answer is. Lovely. All right. So you hear a squelching yelp come somewhere in the darkness, but you know that you have drawn blood.
Excellent.
That is going to be the Dark Mantle's turn. In the darkness, you feel at your feet, Corwin, once again, the tentacles of this creature lapping at your ankles. Oh my god.
That's
I'm
not 20.
assuming a 24 hits, right?
Yeah.
And this creature again begins to crawl up your body and relatch onto your head, doing sorry babe, you were the closest, doing 5 points
Thank
of
you,
bludgeoning
Battlecam.
damage.
5 points, you say?
Yeah, 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And you're blinded, but you were already blinded, so who really gives a shit?
Name of this episode.
Tessa, it's your turn.
Exciting. Who's outside of the darkness?
Lady in Red and Eyeball Man.
Cool.
And Noah and Amir?
I shouldn't be outside of the
Oh,
darkness.
just Amir.
I mean, and that person I've had grappled with.
Yeah, oh yeah, and the guy that Amir is dragging with him as well.
Cool. Fun times.
It is,
I'm,
isn't it?
I'm gonna once again point at someone. I guess the eyeball guy. How far away is
Cool.
the eyeball guy from
Eyeball
me?
guy's pretty close to you. He's essentially like a couple feet away.
Cool.
Oh, well, nope. He's a little bit further than I thought. How many feet is that? That is, I believe within range. I'll say within range. 15 feet. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I love that Tess is just like, I have not moved from this spot. I'm just flinging range spells
This is
I'm gonna
just
point-
chilling.
at that dude
Yep.
and go, can you hear the bells? And I'm gonna toss a Toll of the Dead at him.
Perfect.
And that dude's got to make a Wisdom saving throw.
See.
And also, has he taken any damage up to this point?
17, and no, he hasn't. He is the only one that you guys have not.
Ah, bless America. Okay. Give that jerk 6 necrotic damage.
Even with a save?
Oh wait, did they save?
I mean, does 17 save?
Oh yeah, 17 saves. Never
Okay.
mind. My brain is falling apart, and numbers are always the first thing to go.
That's okay. All right. Is that the entirety of your turn, Tessa?
Yes, and then I'm gonna say, dickless, and that's it. Tessa's
Sorry.
getting mad.
Dickless? Is
Yeah,
that-
I used a free action to just call that motherfucker dickless.
I mean,
It's
you're not
fine.
wrong. There's definitely no dick swanging off those eyeballs. So
Yeah.
lovely.
Tessa's frustrated.
Amir, remind me, did you reckless attack the dude that you got grappled?
No, I decided not
Okay.
to. Yeah.
All right. So he is going to this time, instead of swinging his axe back, he's gonna reach his free hand up. 13 doesn't hit, does it?
No, it does not.
So somehow, despite the fact that he can literally touch you, the ray of darkness that shoots out of his hand just singes the hair on the side of your head and does not do any damage to you.
Sweet.
Yes.
Ha ha!
And that's gonna bring us back up to our little froggy priestess. Let's see, she's in that darkness, correct? She is. All right. And so is Noah. So she is going to reach her talons and her teeth and 20 and a 8. So I'm assuming the first one hits and the second does not, right? You're talking, but you're muted.
Yes, but does she have disadvantage?
She can. You've been wounded, correct?
I suppose.
She has very keen smelling, so she is rolling at
Oh,
straight
Fuck
rolls.
her.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch. What can I say? So as she lunges towards you and bites you, she is going to bestow upon you 4 points of piercing damage. However, her claw attack does not rend flesh. Then we've got this lady in red who, Amir, seeing that you have emerged from the darkness, is actually going to. What does that do exactly? Ooh, actually, this is fucked. I'm sorry, y'all. I love you so much. She is going to release a sphere of energy in a 60-foot radius around her. So please, Battle Cam, tell me who is caught. Actually, she's gonna move up a little bit, just to try to catch as many of you lovely babies as she can.
Even her own friends?
Even her own friends.
Oh shit.
So 60 feet. That's gonna be literally everyone. So can I
And
please
everything.
get a Constitution save from literally everybody?
I suppose so.
17.
16.
What was it?
25 for Amir.
25, 17, 16.
16.
Corwin just wants to die, rolling a natural 1.
Oh,
Three.
sweet baby. Okay. Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me do some dice
Sweet.
rolling.
Baby
One,
boy Corwin.
two,
Oh,
Gonna die.
Corwin.
4, 5,
Can't end like this.
5.
I got 7
Woohoo.
HPs.
Oh, Amir
Just
can't
don't-
see you.
This is gonna kill me, and I'm in the dark.
Oh,
Ben.
sweet Ben.
Ben's like, don't let me die. DM, can I re-roll that?
Yeah.
All right. That was which saving throw again?
That was a Constitution save.
Oh God.
Why couldn't these people have pointy stuff so I could take half damage?
And also, let me roll the saves for all of her little friends because this bitch did not come here to play.
That's a 7 on the re-roll, everybody.
Oh no.
Oh, all right.
Seven
So
total?
what?
No one's saying it. Actually, I can't see you. So, it doesn't
So
matter.
everyone except for Zeki is going to
Yep.
take 13 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Corwin is going to take 25 points of necrotic damage. However,
Oh,
no, this isn't going to help you. But in this ripple of death that she emits from herself,
oh
the magical darkness vanishes as the dark mantle that had cast it falls to the floor. Because it did not save either. Additionally, the man that you are grappling, Amir, falls limp in your arms and then comes back to life.
The hell is this?
And so, Rachel, you're taking 13 points, I think is what I said. And Corwin once again falls to the ground. The magical darkness disperses. The brain eater is no more. And the creature that you're grappling seems very unwell, but still alive. That brings us to Amir.
Okay. Okay. Corin's on the ground. I don't have many spell slots. Okay, I need to end this guy. All right. So, I am. So, I'm going to release my grapples for reaction from this guy.
Okay.
And then, still raging and angry, seeing my friend on the ground, I will then pull back, and even though I'm shirtless, you probably would notice there is yet another axe on my back. As I will finally use the feat that I took 2-weapon fighting. Jeez.
Yes! Let's go!
and whip out yet another battle axe. And just kind of like, this is not how the play is supposed to go! And I will go ahead and I will
Hell yeah.
swing down, F it, recklessly, so I have advantage.
Yeah. Fucking end this guy.
On this guy. So the first attack. Okay, that is going to be a 24 to hit.
That hits, and you cannot possibly not kill him, so please tell me how you end this dark sorcerer.
With my raging axe that kind of glows, I kind of just slash through his head, his neck, just completely decapitating in one sweep his head as it rolls onto the ground, and I kind of just toss the body down as it spurts out blood or whatever is in the innards of this creature, and I make my way over to how close. I'm assuming Lady in Red is close enough, like within 35 feet.
Yeah, I think so. Is that
Okay.
correct, Battle Cam? Is the red lady within 35 feet? 17 feet. So yes, within 35 feet.
I
Absolutely.
rage and just run over with the axes in hand, and I just go ahead and just slam down with my second attack
Sure.
with the next axe. Oh man, that was at advantage, but I was a natural 19, and
That's gonna hit.
okay, so that is going to do. Okay, that is +2, so that is 6, 11 to 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and slash again
Yes.
because I'm 2-weapon fighting with the other axe, and I just want to see if I can add my proficiency bonus to this.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I can. And at advantage. Okay, that is going to be an 18 versus our AC.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. Finally doing max damage. 8 and 9,
Yes.
10, 11, plus 18 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Nice.
So you swing at her twice, and the second time you gouge into her arm, and she begins bleeding profusely, and she looks up at you angrily, and she says, "How dare you?" But she is not looking very hot. Great. So that is going to bring us to Noah. Noah, just to set the scene for you.
Yeah.
There is a priestess who looks as though that circle of necrotic energy may have done quite a lot of damage to her. And there is this many-eyed creature that looks okay. And then this lady in red who definitely looks to be in pain, but probably Amir's got it under control, maybe not.
Well, the priestess is right here, so
Yeah.
that's where we're going.
Sure. No
Uh,
more darkness because the creature that was casting darkness is now deceased.
So as I watch Amir eviscerate this lady, so many axes is really impractical. As I do another shocking grasp, I'm gonna dive at the priestess.
Yeah, please.
That is a 9 plus 8 is 17 to hit,
That's gonna do it.
and that is only 4 points of lightning damage, but she doesn't get a reaction.
Okay, cool. All right, so you shocking grasp this woman in red, and she sort of blanches back and looks at you and narrows her eyes, but she does not have a reaction to take. And that's going to bring us to our baby beholder. It's not really a beholder, but I'll say beholder. It's going to turn its eyes. Corwin, you're down, correct?
That is correct.
Right. So you are no longer a threat to it. It's going to
No.
swivel its massive head around to focus on you, Amir, since you seem to be the damage dealer in the group. And I would like 2 Constitution saves as this deep, throbbing, necrotic energy radiates out of all of its eyes towards you.
Alrighty, so one is going to be a 23, and the other one's going to be a dirty 20.
Lovely. All right. So instead of taking whatever you would have taken, you are going to take. Where are my Ds? There we go. And there we go. Okay. You're going to take 6 points of necrotic damage as this dark energy radiates through your body.
Amir is strong, but it's getting a little weak.
Corwin, can I please have a death saving throw from you?
You can.
Thank
I don't know if
you.
you'll like it, but let's see here.
Oh, God.
Where do you do the death save? Is there like a thing for it?
You could just roll a d20.
That's worrisome.
That's worrisome. What happened?
I rolled a 2.
All right, so you can mark off a single failed death save.
God bless it. This is not good.
As you are laying on the ground, your body being consumed by this dark necrotic energy. That's gonna bring us to Tessa.
Did no one else heal?
No.
I'm the other healer.
Oh shit!
Oh, the irony. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with an oldie but a goodie. Toward the lady in red, and I'm just gonna say, your dress looks stupid.
Yeah.
Your raggedy ass is toast.
Okay.
And cast vicious mockery. So make a wisdom saving throw for me, please. And thank you.
Alrighty. I'm rooting for y'all. What's her wisdom? Well, that's gonna be a 17.
That's gonna save beans.
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 She looks towards you and she gives a short derisive laugh. But that brings us to this priestess who is sort of hunched over with the necrotic energy that came at her from her own ally radiating through her body. However, she's still up, she's still fighting. And who is this priestess closest to right now? Looks like Noah. So she is going to lunge for Noah twice. That's going to be an 11 to hit and a 17 to hit. Do either of those hit?
Yes, but
Yes, but.
I am going to bend luck.
Ben baned her, so it's minus a d4. So neither one of those is going to hit because chat has decided that they can just fuck up my game.
I thought he baned the red lady.
Ben
Was it
said
a
he
priestess?
baned the priestess. Priestess. Ben, did you bane the priestess or the red lady?
Priestess says bane is what's being said in chat. All right.
So neither one. Oh, good lord. Katie has to sing, but to get her out of it, I'm using this reward to cure wounds by chat at level 2, 1d8 health. Are you curing wounds on Corwin? Let's resolve that when we get back around to Corwin's turn. So she lunges for you, but because of this extra dimensional bane that has been cast on her from outside of the battlefield, neither one of those attacks is able to hit you, Noah.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, frog.
The lady in red once again looks at you, Corwin, laughs, vanishes, and winds up back on the other top of the battlements.
God damn it, you're so squirrely and slimy. Get back here.
However, that is her turn. So, that brings us to you, Amir. This
Okay.
woman has just blipped out of existence and reappeared back on top of the battlements.
How far is that?
Probably walking distance. You wanted to walk it, I think. Well, actually, can we move her a little bit further back on the battlements? I think she would have moved her herself a little bit further over. There we go. Yeah. So I would say you could start moving to her on this turn, or you could deal with the wizard, not the wizard, the priestess, or the head, and then make your way over to her.
What looks weaker, the priestess or the head?
The priestess by far. The priestess has been hit with this necrotic blast. She is doubled over, barely clinging to life, but still fighting.
Okay, I would just kind of be angry. Amir gets angry and rages like a bull, like kind of scratching his feet on the ground, and it's just starts charging. But instead of going after the lady in red, he turns over and then makes a beeline to the priestess, attempt to just kind of run and swoop her neck right off. If he
Hell
rolls
yeah.
enough damage. Still reckless.
Give me that sweet damage roll, or I guess attack roll, but I imagine you'll hit her with advantage.
Okay, so that is going to be a 16.
That definitely hits. Please tell me how you decapitate this aquatic priestess.
Okay, I kind of go and take both, kind of grapple both axes in my large hands and just sweep across like a batter taking a swing, as I just not only cut her head off but launch it way across stage left.
Lovely. I would like to remind you that you do have a fallen comrade who has lost a death save. So I don't know if there's anything you would like to do about that, or if you can't do anything about that.
I can't, because I am raging and both.
Lovely. All right. So would you like to take another? I know you have 3 attacks. So you decapitate this priestess very smoothly. And you still have this gigantic floating head and this woman in red who has vanished and reappeared up on top of the battlements.
I will then head to the head and continue
Head to the head.
to swing. I'm trying to at least get at least amount of...
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Come on.
Okay, so... Natural 20.
Fuck yeah. Let's see what that damage is.
Okay. So this is... going to be... God, can I just... Here it is. All right. Now, am I doubling the dice or am I rolling it twice?
You can pick one, and whichever one you would prefer to do, but don't.
I know
whatever feels right in this moment.
Okay. So that is going to be 17 points of 17, 18, 19, because I'm raging, points of slashing damage.
Hell yeah.
And if it's still up, I will use bonus action.
It is still up, but it is looking bloody. There's all of its eyes have like this deep, dark red, bloodshot nature to them. And its face, if possible, looks even more sunken than it did before you took your axe to it. So yes, please give me that second attack roll.
Okay, so that is going to be a dirty 20.
That's definitely going to hit it.
All right, and that is going to be nice. 7, 12, 13 points of slashing damage.
And tell me how you murder this floating head.
Okay, so I just one quick motion, just like a raging bull, Amir goes and cuts the head off of the priestess, covered in her blood. He then comes down and swings down vertically, splitting the head in two, and whatever blood or innards is there just covers him as he just raging and hulking out, staring at everyone, his fallen allies, and just angry at the world. Oh, Amir will bring a close to this play. He'll be victorious!
Amir has forgotten that he's in character, and I love it. Lovely. All right. That is going to bring us to Noah. You are muted, just so you know.
I know. So, the lady in red is still up, correct?
She is. She is up on top of the battlements now.
How
looking
far
down
is she
at all
from
of
the
you.
battlements?
How far is Noah from this lady in red at the moment?
No, how far is she? But also
Yes.
how far is she from the edge of the battlements?
Oh, How thick are those battlements from top down? Oh, there is a bit of a ledge behind her, so I would say
I mean,
like
on our side.
Oh, on our side. Couple feet, maybe 2 or 3 feet.
Cool.
2 feet
I'm
from the
gonna-
edge. Yep.
I'm gonna shove her towards me.
How does that? Yeah, sure.
I'm a telekinetic. I'm gonna
Sure, yeah, you're
close
gonna.
so that I'm within 30 feet of her, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
shove her towards me.
Hell yeah. Okay. Tell me, she makes a save, right?
It's DC 16 strength save.
She's not very good at that. She gets a 14.
So, Humpty Dumpty.
So, you use the power of your mind to pull this woman. We'll have to move about 15 feet.
So she gets moved 5 feet towards me, and presumably that pulls her off the wall.
Yeah,
It's-
so you use your telekinetic powers to grab onto her with your mind, wrench her forward. She tumbles down over the edge of the battlements. I guess that would put her. Let's just put her directly on the ground underneath where she currently is. However, if that's about 15 feet, that is what, 1d6 for 10 feet of falling damage, right? Is that how that works? I think it is. Someone tell me the fall damage rules very quickly. I don't know them off the top of my head. Correct. I'm correct. Okay. So she is going to take, let's say she's going to take 8 points of falling damage because I rolled a 6, but if it's 15 feet, I'm going to give her a little bit more. So she falls forward over the side, taking 8 points of falling damage as she tumbles. Is there anything else that you would like to do? I will also say that she is prone on the ground.
Yeah, because that was a bonus action.
Yeah, I know it was.
So,
That's why I'm asking what else. you'd
I
like to do.
am going to be very upset at her, and I am. Can I see her? I guess that's the...
Yeah, you can. I think you can see her. You can also move towards her if you would like to. You have a bit of movement as well.
Yeah, let's keep closing that distance. Let's bring me my full move speed.
Cool.
But yeah, if she's out of sight, then
Oh yeah, she fell behind the stairs. So yeah, you would have to come around.
so I got nothing.
Okay. All right. Corwin, can I get that death save from you, please?
What was the thing that we were gonna do with Monk?
Yeah. So someone I think gave you a heal of some kind. Katie has to sing to get her out of it. I'm using this reward to cast Cure Wounds. So yeah. Sure. You know what? Fuck it. I am benevolent. You may heal yourself for 1d8.
1d8.
Yes. What's the point of channel points if we don't let people fuck around with the game? Am I right?
Well, I got 1 HP back.
All right, Corwin.
What?
You come back to life on the ground with a singular hit point. However, you are stable and you are no longer making death saves.
That's it.
Tessa, it's your turn.
Cool. Lady in red's behind me. She's all we've got left, right?
That's all you got. Yep.
She's all we got. Hooray. Fun times at Ridgemont High. I'm trying to think what spell I want to do at her because she sucks and I hate her. Cool.
Is your aura still up, Tessa?
Yeah, it's up for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm still flaming.
Okay.
I'm a Dorito. I'm gonna reach a beam of crackling energy,
Yes.
and I am going to fling it at this broad. With just like my free action of saying you're not even worth insulting. And then I gotta make a ranged spell attack.
Yeah.
Is a 12 gonna do it?
A 12. Ooh, hold on, wait, let me double check. Because technically, no.
then
No,
I'm
it's
going
not.
to use an inspiration.
Yeah, reroll that shit.
I'm gonna reroll. I hope it's better. How about 19?
A 19 definitely hits.
Oh, thank the flippin' maker. Radical.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I gotta find a D10. So what am I doing? My whole brain is crying. Where's it? What's the D10 one again? Why didn't I prep this? I just assumed that I was gonna fail. I assumed I was gonna fall on my face. There you are, D10. Take 5
5 points of
Nice.
damage.
force
Amazing.
damage, please.
Lovely.
Oh wait, S2 beams actually, because
Yeah.
we're at a higher level than.
Hell yeah.
So second beam.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit her twice.
Cool. Please do.
So 5 and 10.
10. Fuck yeah. All right. She stumbles back, looking a little bit more frazzled, a little bit less put together. A strand of hair is beginning to fly away. Where she once had this perfectly manicured image, she is now looking not so hot, as they say in the biz. However, she is going to release 3 bolts of energy, 1 at Tessa, 1 at Amir, and 1 at Noah. 11 does not hit your AC, correct, Tessa?
No.
At advantage for me because I'm reckless.
She got a 25 to hit you without the advantage, so I believe she hits you. And then Noah, does a 22 hit your AC?
Bah.
Just kidding, 25. Does that change things for you? Unless Kitty wants to. Oh yeah, she's still prone, so she will use her movement to stand. That's totally fine. All right, so Amir and Noah, you both, as these bolts of necrotic energy come towards you, take. Oh, rolled low. That's good. 14 points of necrotic damage.
Mia's getting down on one knee.
That is the entirety of her turn, however, and she is now standing there, heavily breathing, looking at the 4 of you. Amir, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
So Amir is just bloody. His blood, monster's blood, just blood because he is hurt. But seeing Corwin alive doesn't stave his anger as he looks on over at the lady in red and question.
Yes. Yeah.
How far am I from like the top? Like if I wanted to go up to the top of the
That's
like
a question
the
for the
rafters?
battle cam. If he wants to climb up to the top of the top of that, how many feet would that be? Uh, 30 to the top of the ladder.
Okay, so no, that's
Okay.
not enough. Okay. Instead, Amir will run on over like a bull and is kind of just charging, covered in blood, to the lady in red. And is she within 5 of Tessa?
Oh, let's find out. I love having someone else do the measurements for me as a DM. This is my dream. Is she within? Yeah, she is.
Okay, and can I get behind her? Do I have enough movement for that? So I can kind of flank.
Yes.
Okay. And we do have flanking advantage or no?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Okay. So now I don't have to recklessly attack.
How much movement do you have, Omar?
I have 35.
35 feet. Schlippity. Schlippity's letting us know. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So kind of we'll say good job, Tessa. I'll finish this off. And I'll kind of swing around and then I'm going to attack with my Warhammer.
Okay.
Okay, and that's going to be, or sorry, not Warhammer, sorry, Battle Axe.
Cool.
That is going to be a 19 versus her EC, which hits, and that is going to be, 13. Oh, I'm raging. 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You don't need to do anything else. Tell me, how do you murder this woman in red?
Okay, Amir just as the turns go by and his rage goes up, he just starts to go into just a stupor. He doesn't know his lines. He doesn't remember he's even acting. As he just kind of just runs up there and just shouts out, just yells like "Yeah!" as he kind of runs and just spinning around Tessa, just goes and decapitates yet another victim with his raging battle axe covered in the ladies in red's blood.
Fantastic. So, as you finish up this combat, the four of you sort of stand in this bloodbath and this battlefield. Some of you are very wounded. Some of you have 1 hit point. But as you're standing there, can everyone please give me a perception check?
Tessa got a natural 20.
Fantastic.
So 20. Wait, 20, dirty 20.
Lovely.
14.
All right. So Tessa and Amir, you notice snaking up out of the ground, twisting themselves around your bodies, are ropes.
Oh, everyone, look out!
I also need everyone to make me an intelligence saving throw. Amir, you make yours at disadvantage.
Oh.
Remember that 8-year-old earlier? I do. I remember that 8-year-old earlier.
No. Okay. Oh, can I use my advantage to just make it a straight roll?
Sure, yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Dirty 20.
30-20.
Dirty 21.
30-21.
I don't know how to get rid of D&D Beyond Dice, but it's an 8 from me.
And 8 for you.
I'm going to use my bardic inspiration, my last one, to actually no, can't do it. That's not how it works. So it's gonna be a 14.
A 14. Amir and Corwin.
Ugh.
You both not only feel restrained by these ropes that are snaking up and tying themselves around you, you also feel paralyzed. The two of you are incapable of movement and incapable of speech. And from somewhere beyond where you are, you hear deep, dark laughter. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh my gosh.
That's creepy.
All right. So it is 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to keep anyone later than they need to be kept, but very quickly, Rachel, Omar, where can people find you if they want to find you on the internet?
I'm on social media under the handle I am Rachel Quirky. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and now Tumblr. Deal with it. I stream here every Tuesday and Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 3. Twitch.tv/I am Rachel Quirky. Find me. Compliment me. Ask me how my wrestling career is going. It's going pretty well. I'm going to do a match soon. It's going to be great.
Omar.
Awesome. Hi there, I'm Omar. You can find me on A Tale D20s, another TTRPG live play company. You can do at A Tale of D20s, and also my personal one, That's So Omar, all one word. You can find me there. We stream on our Twitch on Tuesdays. Our Starfinder's coming back on the 15th, and on Thursdays and Fridays, we have our Should I Had a D8, where we are interviewing people who are digital creators who identify in the queer and POC community, and just going through the trials and tribulations and the successes and the stories on how they became who they are. So catch us this Thursday and Friday at 8 p.m.
Woo! I'm gonna bring Schlibbity in here as well. Schlibbity was running all of the battle cam stuff with Ben. Schlibbity, if people want to find you, where should they look?
Fuck. Am I on?
Yeah, hello.
Oh,
welcome.
hey, what's up? How's it going, everybody?
What up?
I'm Schlibbity. I'm at Schlibbity. Go to a website where there's people and type in Schlibbity, and there I am. Hey, it's me. Also, stream my album, Person, Woman, Man, Camera album, on all streaming platforms.
Hell yeah.
It's a good time.
Amazing. And also, Schlibbity, thank you so much for everything you did in the background of this. We will be doing another session of this. Not sure when. We have to schedule it offline. But here, tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST, we will have Jesse and Laura Durdick on. We will be doing a honeymoon marriage game type thing where we figure out which couple knows each other better, Ben and I or Laura and Jesse. Ben and I are fully prepared to lose, but it should still be a really fun time. Zach, who is in chat right now, will be sort of emceeing the whole thing. And it's gonna be a blast, gonna be a lot of fun. So hopefully see some of y'all there. But until then, have a good evening. Thank you so much. And don't forget to follow, because I never say that. So don't forget to follow. All right. Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.